Welcome back and thank you for joining me. Today I've got a bit of a different video. I've gone into the Nightfall and I've gone in solo. So I wanted to kind of share this with you whilst I have a bit of a general talk about Destiny 2 and kind of my experience so far to date. Also I wanted to give you some tiny tips at points through this video how to get this done nice and quickly and easily. Or I say easily, the boss fight on your own is a bit of a pain in the arse with the ads. But it's the inverted spire this week. The Nightfall modifiers this week are the same as last week, so we've got Prism, same rotating damage on different elements, and we've got time gates. But here, I try and take out that Minotaur as quickly as I can, because he can be a pain in his arse. Pain in his arse? Pain in my arse, more like. Anyway, I think we should move swiftly on from that. But my setup is Stormcaller. I've got a Mitre multi-tool, a Master's Make auto rifle, and a Curtain Call rocket launcher. I'm using the attunement of elements on my Stormcaller. This is the one which gives you the little arc soul, which is just OP as fuck. But you know, I like it. It's a nice little addition. It's something different in the game. It's not been in Destiny 1, so interesting. Have to kind of play around it and watch out for it, especially in PvP. But once you cleared this first area out, this little side section, if you haven't realised already, is a little shorter route. Here you can just jump straight. I don't do any glide or anything, just jump. 2 jumps and then the last one have a little glide. Warlock jumps are not the best, we all know this, but Warlock is what feels right for me.
On your right, a waterfall of Vex milk. Yes, Vex milk.
When you come up to this bit, you can run straight past all this lot. I do, however, recommend taking out maybe a couple of Scions and this Colossus. This Colossus will send out the slow down rockets. That's a pain in the arse if you're trying to jump across, because you just fall off the side as you lose all your momentum. But, like I said, just take down a couple of the Scions and jump through. If you're sneaky and a hunter, you can kind of sneak around the left hand side, down low, and jump up the side and kind of grapple your way up. Avoid everything, but on a Warlock your jump's not that reliable, so the best thing to do is just play it safe and take a few people out. So I'm looking, I've got just over 8.5 minutes on the clock at the moment, which isn't bad time at all. Sometimes you can get lucky in that first bit. There's a couple of times which I've gone into the Nightfall and people have already just finished clearing out those ads at the start, so you get straight in with like 10.5 minutes, which if you're trying to do it on your own, that makes a world of difference. This is a little bit of a tricky one with the rings here. I don't actually know a route all the way around. I just kind of go with what feels right, depending on what the buff is. That's it, get your shot on, Ben. Rip the dream. But yeah, what kind of feels right. It's kind of limited where you get up the top here. I don't know if there's a route back up the top to start it. I've not checked out any kind of videos or that. I've spent the last couple of weeks in Destiny really just enjoying the game. I want to make a lot of videos on how to do stuff, how to level up quick, how it all works. But more than anything, I'm a gamer, and Destiny's a big game for me, so I wanted to really enjoy it, get the most out of the experience. And now that I've done what's on offer, I've completed the raid, I've completed trials, I've completed the story, I'm working on it on my second characters. I've got to say overall I'm very impressed in the step up from Destiny 1. There's still a few things, of course, which I'm going to niggle at, but I critique it because I love the game. That's the only reason why. Certain things like in PvP, getting shot through walls, still noticing it, but it's one of them. I just kind of deal with it because Destiny's a universe that I enjoy playing in. I've got a lot of friends in Destiny as well. You'll see a lot of them hopefully coming on the channel with some, some gameplay and some funny moments and stuff. But this is the thing that I love about the Warlock, the Rift. It's so good. So good. That healing Rift can be so powerful. With the Arc Soul as well, it really does give you an edge. I thought I was going to end up maining a Hunter in Destiny 2 because I love the Archstrider so much. However, when it comes to PvP, I'm still going back to my Warlock. Especially now that Stormcaller is even stronger than it used to be. I was never a Stormcaller before, I was a Voidwalker. But now, you know, it's too powerful not to use. I mean, it can clear out loads of ads, you can just sweep through a region. The Arc Soul's so powerful, it's like a little mini turret, it's awesome. But as we move on to this next bit, after you've cleared out that last bit, this bit you want to be jumping through and skipping through the majority of it. These gladiators can be a bit of a pain in the ass, so be careful, especially if you're on a class that isn't that mobile, such as the Warlock. But here I just dropped straight down. A couple of glides to get me there. And when I get to the bottom here, I've got one of these sparrows which you can just instantly spawn, which are awesome. I love that little kind of, the difference between your sparrows, giving you a little effect, whether it's your kind of increased side dodge or whether it is the instant spawn. But on this bit you can just pass all of it, just spin round to the right hand side, keep nice and tight. And there's only 3 people that you really need to kill down here. You need to kill the 2 Bloodguard Legionnaires and also the Colossus. Now the drill officers are the only 2 that it says that you need to kill for this step in the strike. However, once you've killed these 2 Bloodguards, all the other ads will disappear except from the Colossus, which is up the top in the middle. So I do highly recommend that you clear him out, because then it gives you a free run to go around and do the rings. The last thing you want to be doing is getting caught and slowed down by the Colossus while you're trying to get extra time. But take time, get your ammo, especially if you're running a solo. Your heavy is going to be important when it goes to that type of burn. And as you can see, it's just switched to solar for me, so that's perfect, because this Colossus up the top, like I was saying about, just pop a rocket into his face, job done, he's dead, and you can move on. Now be careful if you're down here, and this run it gets a little bit sticky. Here's your other Bloodguard. You just need to, place your rockets, take him down. This is where I get a bit fucked up from behind. So, just keep safe, keep aware of what's around you, and try and know some safe areas. Just at the back here on the sides of both of these kind of little bases for them are this safe spots. Again, I'm dropping the hidden rift so I can get back into the action as quickly as possible, because that time can really make a difference. Those odd 5-10 seconds throughout the strike will build up towards the end. And there's certain rings that I don't even bother with, especially towards the end. Because when it comes to the drills, if you're dying, that's 30 seconds that you're losing. And if you lose it while trying to get a ring, you're even more screwed. Now, this is a bit of a waste of time, to be honest. Because this is going to disappear. Let's just run away. Come on, despawn. Alright. So if you run out, now you want to go for a little route round the rings. So starting this one, and move up. He'll disappear, see? He's despawned. Don't have to worry about him. Just worry about the rings, because this is where you're going to be getting your extra time. Okay, I got that one. If I'd managed to get through that one, I might have been, or land on it, I might have been able to get that middle one. A bit heavy, I'm going to need that. Come through, and across to the other side. So really it's like a figure of 8.
I suppose we'll never get to that drill.
A little bit short. Oh, less heavy there. And get that. That's more important than another 30 seconds. Okay, so now we need to move on to the next bit. Now there is 2 ways that you can kind of do this piece. There is one where you can just run around the outside and you can just keep running. Like Forrest Gump. Oh nice, that changed the arc so all those died. Happy days. So yeah, if you drop down here, you need to set off the interact, the drill shall we say, realign it. So drop over here, give it just a couple of seconds to spawn in, come in, hold it down, and then come out to the side. Now if you run around the outside and just keep running around, you can be safe depending on where they spawn. If they are hiding behind pillars like that, like you find the shotgunners in PvP, then you just have to wait for your respawn. Now this isn't the worst time to die at all. At the end of the day, all you're doing is you're waiting for that timer to go up to 100%. So kick back, chill, have a moment. Or if you're running, just keep on running around in that circle. If you deviate from that circle, they're going to catch up with you. And if they catch up with you, they're going to kill you. There's no 2 ways about it. So for this bit, I just kick back and I chill up top. Yeah, just sit about and wait for this timer. check myself out. I know everybody's not happy about this single use shaders, and I agree that it's a bit painstaking, shall we say, especially if there's certain shaders that you like.
Hope this is safe.
But once this was finished, you just drop down there and jump through, just like that, job done. But shaders are something that I do. There's certain ones that I do like. The Suros ones, I've always been a fan of red and white, as you can most probably tell from my logo and a lot of my graphics. But I'm not getting enough Suros modular shines drop. I've got enough to kit out my Warlock and my Hunter, but not enough for my Titan there. So I'm a little bit like there. And some of my guns as well. There's certain guns which I've put that shader on, mainly the Suros guns, because I do like the Suros weapons. But still, I'm lacking. But this bit, you can kind of just drop down, run past all of those, and drop down into the drill. Take this first gate, I jump. I don't bother getting on the Sparrow or anything here because it just messes things up. Take the second gate, and then I pop my Sparrow. At this point, I'm just trying to get through to the end. I've got 7.5 minutes on the clock. That's plenty of time. I hope it's plenty of time, because this is going to be an interesting boss battle. But now I've got to the boss battle, so I've got 7 minutes on the clock. This is going to give me 7 minutes to try and beat this boss. It's going to very much depend on where he is, what kind of damage I get. That's it really. This is down to a little bit of luck, and there you go, Void. That's a good start. My auto rifle is Void, and it's most probably one of the strongest weapons for clearing ads, definitely. The issue is a lot of these harpies are arc. I'll say a lot of them, all of them, which sucks. And my only arc is really my class build, so I've got my grenades, my melee, or my storm trance. But as soon as he comes out here, you can start damaging him. So I just lay in. Now as soon as it switched to arc, switched to my kinetic weapon because I've not got any arc weapons, ripped the dream. And it just went straight between his legs. So I just keep trying to pile in some damage to him. I've got harpies up to the left, over to the right. Harpies are going to come in fast and hard. So with the Warlock, I've got the advantage. I've got the Healing Rift, of course, and I've got the Arc Soul. So that Arc Soul is going to help. But even when you've got a different type of burn on, energy weapons are still going to take down shields most effectively, even if it's the wrong type of burn. Now that's just beautiful. They're all grouped up, so one rocket, and that makes my life so much easier. Although it didn't kill a lot of the harpies, it's taken a lot of shields down. Get some more rockets into him, and there we go, he's despawning. So we're moving on. Now if you need to speed it up a little bit, you can just drop straight down. I wanted to get that heavy. Make sure heavies are quite important, especially with this rocket. It's good for clearing ads, and also it does a hell of a lot of damage on the boss. Right, so we're back to Void. Now this is a pain in the arse area. Once the ads start coming, they will start to overrun you. As with any kind of section here really, so you need to try and either get him down very quickly, or you need to control the ads. Now when the floor is lava, you need to try and keep behind a pillar because it's a pain in the ass, otherwise it's just going to dick into you with his gun, especially if it's on arc damage at that point. You're just going to be melted. So we've got another floor is lava, but I'm taking advantage of the Void there. Right. Floor is lava, but I'm getting weak because there's too many ads, so I've had to pop the storm trance, but I'm trying to do as much damage to him as I can at the same time. Reason for this is if I can get enough damage onto the boss, all the ads will despawn anyway as we move on to the final stage. Rip the dream, just got bashed to fuck. But fortunately, I got a bit lucky there, and he's despawned and we're down to the final level. Issue is now I've got a little bit of a respawn timer, and I've got 4.5 minutes on the clock. Now this is where the shit is going to hit the fan. There's no two ways about it. Shit's going down, boys. It's where it gets tough. Okay, so I've got my rocket launcher all loaded up. I think I'm on solar. It's predicted movement. Nice. It's a load of damage there. Let's clear out some of these first 5 goblins because I didn't get to drop down and clear them. So they're still in play. Now I don't want to use my rocket on this little amount of ads. And now we just switch to Void. Happy days. Right, so we're getting out my auto rifle as well because I can do more damage with the auto rifle now than I can with my Mida. Got to keep healed up. Ideally I want to be dropping my healing rift when Arc's about, because of the Arc Soul it's just going to keep laying into him. But if it's to keep yourself alive, it's worth it. Right, so I'm still trying to get damage into him. I've got him now under a third of health. But, oh shit, got completely overrun by it. Well, I say completely overrun by it. Kind of snuck up on me. I'm sneaky. So now I'm just waiting to respawn. We're at 3 minutes 20 seconds. So we're getting there. We're close. He's under a third. There's a lot of ads spawned in now though. A lot of ads. Where's it going to respawn me? Okay. Respawns me over here. Bit of a weird place to see if I can take some ads. This most probably is not the best idea. And it's just gone solar. Let's get some damage on the boss. Yep. Nice. More damage. I'm going to get fucked here. Oh, radio flooring. Oh, gone too far. Rip the dream. So, meh. Okay. 2 minutes 40. I'm dead again. I've got 15 seconds on respawn. We just had solar. Really, solar was going to help to take down the boss, but now I've got void. Void's quite handy because my auto rifle is void. So I'm going to be able to clear some ads here. So as soon as I get in, I know that where I spawn in is a terrible place to be. So let's get out of here. Get behind a pillar and start clearing a couple of these ads out. Because if the ads kill me, I'm completely screwed. And there's going to be a lot of fire coming in. Problem is these are all arc, but I know I'm on void damage. Now I'm back on arc. Happy days. What I'm waiting for is really my rift or my grenade. One or other. Right, my rift has just come up. Get a bit of damage into this boss quick. Asshole, can't see shit. Right, let's drop this. Right, so my arc soul's going to work now. There we go, look at that. Because it's arc on arc shields, all exploded. That's cleared out a load of the ads. Let's get some more damage on this boss. We've got 1 minute 22. He's weak. Oh, rip the dream. I've got that one in. Trying to clear him off. No. The ads, the fanatics come in, so of course the shitstorm begins even more. I've got 1 minute 5 seconds, and I'm on revive in 15 seconds. So it's going to be kind of very, very fine here. Very, very fine. But that's the way it goes. It's always a challenge. I'm only 297 light, so this is a 240 encounter, but I'm doing it on my own. But I do enjoy the challenge. The campaign was overall very, very easy. A lot of the game seems quite easy. Honest. There we go. Job done. Knew it was going to take much as the void had dropped in, so just needed that water rifle out. But yeah, a lot of the games seems relatively easy. I think it was relatively easy to get exotics. It's relatively easy to level up. It does get tougher at 260. Once you then start waiting for your engrams to further progress, shall we say. Because they do start leveling up. I've now got engrams dropping at 290. But it's a grind. I mean, I expected a grind. But there you go. That is the Nightfall for week 2 soloed. I very much enjoyed that. It was a good challenge. 17 minutes, 51 seconds. And less than a minute left on the clock at the end. That's close. And a bit of a push. And I scrubbed it up at some times. You know, rip the dream. I just enjoy the game. And that's the most important thing. Because it's a game. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and well, until next time, take care.